Shout out to Kanye. That one right there, that home shit right there, that remix right there, fucking crazy. One of my favorite joints from Kanye, sorry. D.J.S, you already know what it is, man. Subscribe, like, comment, share, let me know what y'all think. Quick prediction and commentary. Shout out to Ease the Block Captain, shout out to Gutta City. I see they dropped this announcement. And then I seen this artist talking about it on his channel. Mike P versus Rosenberg Raw. Looks like Mike P might have left URL. I don't know if you can go back after this, but we're going to talk about that in a minute. Let's get to the prediction first. Mike P and Rosenberg Raw. Two of my favorites. Raw comes with the gumbo, as I always say. Does a little bit of everything. He can punch a good bit. Can scheme a good bit. A little bit of name flips. Got some entendres here and there. Metaphors. He comes with a little bit of everything. Jokes. Only thing it doesn't come with a little bit of. Well, it comes with a little bit of energy, but not very much performance. That'll be about it. And he doesn't have the highest, pen. Mike P, on the other hand, though, is a writer. Does come with all those other attributes. Yes, he can write. And he has the aggression. He has the vocal projection. He does have performance. He does have the energy. He has the gumbo as well. I feel like this is kind of like it's content versus, I guess, a different side of penmanship, if you want to call it that. Mike P's not going to talk the same type of talk as Raw. Raw's content is really street heavy, boxing heavy, sports heavy. Mike P doesn't go that route. So it's a content battle, if I can say that. Not even a content versus, it's just more of a content battle, I guess you could say. A content clash, a clash of content, if you want to say that. A clash of substance, if you want to say that. That's the best way I can put it. Because Mike P and Raw talk two different type of talk. Let's keep it above. They don't talk the same type of talk at all. Mike P, Mr. Hadouken, and he's a gamer and all that shit, which is dope. Raw usually has that raw street shit, but I still think this is gonna be not just a style clash, a content clash, but I think it's still gonna be a great fucking battle. I like this fucking matchup. I think Mike P dope. Rosenberg Raw is dope. What I see happening here, a really good fucking battle. I do see these being some little 2-minute rounds and shit, though. I don't think anyone's paying. Well, you know what? The last one, everything was 2 minutes. So I think this one might be the same thing. But I do see somebody, Mike, writing overtime. Mike. I don't see Raw writing past the 2 minutes. I think Raw's going to be 2-2 flat. That's it. 2:30, whatever, flat. I think Mike could have something to prove. He's going to come with some 3-minute rounds and shit. I don't think his rounds are going to be short. I don't like short round Mike anyway. I thought that Kid Chaos battle could have been a lot better had you guys put more time in, or had more time to go in. But I do like this matchup. Right now on paper, if you put a gun to my head, because it's 2-1 either way for me. 2-1 either way for me. One going to have a certain type of talk. The other one going to have a lot of good rapping ability. Mike P can get into pockets, get into flows. He's dope. Mike P is fire. We know this already. He's a moment maker. Mike P is a moment maker. So he's going to make a moment here. He's going to try to make a moment here, and we get that. Thing is this. In that pit style, if that's what they're doing again in Philly, with that raw and that grit, I think he can overcome it, but I think Raw's going to shine very bright. That's why I think it's going to be very, very close. It's going to be very close. Raw in that type of saying, he's going to talk that shit and it's going to hit. And he kind of at home. It's going to have, it may be slightly, I wouldn't say biased, but, we're going to show more love to our hometown because you're at home. So I get that. But I don't think they're going to be fully biased. So I think I'm going to edge this to Mike P. Just because I think he's going to cheat. Not literally. You know what I mean? I don't think he's going to come there with 2.5. I think he's going to come in there with 3-minute rounds. I think he's going to write a little bit extra. And for someone like him, that's going to mean a lot because he's already dope. So you give him an extra minute, an extra 35 seconds, 45 seconds of material. It's going to sound real good. It's going to look real good because he already had so much other dope shit already. At 2.5, he was already fucking wilding. Then you give him an extra fucking 30 seconds, 45 seconds, a minute, whatever. Even worse. He was cooking off the 2 minutes. You gave him 3 to make it even worse now. Everything counts. Every bar counts. Every line counts. Every bar, every line, every joke, everything counts. It counts. I'm going to edge Mike P this battle. I'm going to edge Mike P this battle by a hair. It's actually, whenever I say that, it's 2-1 either way. 2-1 either way, but I'm going to edge it to Mike P. I think he's got more to prove. I think he wants to show, since he's off URL now after, 7, 8, 9 years, to show that he still got it. Rosenberg has been cooking the whole time anyway. They're saying he lost to the battle in Battle Academy show, but that's a 1-rounder anyway. So that really affect anything. But let's get to this now. Shout out to Raw. Shout out to Mike P. Both of my favorites, 2 of my favorites. 2-1 either way. But I'm going to edge Mike P because I think he might cheat. Shout out to Mike P though. Very underrated. Y'all need to respect that, man. Mike P is fucking dope. Question of the day is, did he make a good move leaving URL? To me personally, I think it's 50-50. I personally think it's 50-50. For me, it depends on the individual and what plates you already had. If you didn't see Rock, Surf, and Rum and all them, then maybe you might want to, even if you leave, try to make your way back in some way, shape, or form sooner or later. That's just my opinion. Sooner or later, to get those plays, if you want to be known as one of the GOATs or whatever, even if for that bag, because that battle is definitely a bag. A Rock battle is a bag. Now, he already battled Geechee, but that was just a 1-rounder. I wouldn't be mad at seeing him now that he's off. Him and Geechee in a rematch on Riot. 3 rounds. That could happen now. And that's the other side of the 50. Now that he's not there, certain plates he can get, it's just not on the same type of platform. Riot is not as big as URL, yes. Trenches, Chrome, nobody's platform is as big as URL. So he's leaving the biggest platform. But there's other things that you could do on those other platforms that are, I guess you can say, just as big. Because Hitman and Cass is big no matter where the fuck you put that shit. So if it was on URL, RBE, Chrome, it's big. Easy and Hitman, big. Whether it was on Chrome, RBE, doesn't matter. It's big. Some battles are just big battles. They're just period. Period. So Mike P can get a couple of those now. Now we could get a Diz battle. He can get certain plates now. It's just the platform ain't not the biggest platform. So certain names aren't going to be there. You might not get a Rock. Surf come home, you don't get a Surf. Surf come home, you don't get a Surf. But for Mike P, it's not that bad because he's battled a lot of these names already. He's battled Av already. He may not have battled Rum or something like that. But maybe he could do that now on the Riot. We'll see how it goes. But I don't think it's that bad of an idea for Mike P specifically, but for other people who may not have, if you don't even have a Kid Chaos battle, a Real Sick battle, and all that type of stuff, which he does. He has a Twerk battle, he got a Geechee battle. He has big name battles, but yes, I would like to see him and Rock, him and DNA, him and Rum. I would like to see all those battles. Him and Hollow. Hollow goes anywhere anyway. Him and Verb, or Verb goes anywhere anyway. So it's actually not a bad thing that he left. It's 50-50, but I'm leaning more toward the 50 that says, you know what, he gonna be all right. In my opinion, I think he's gonna be all right. Rock, Surf, and certain other plates, DNA. He may get those later on anyway. We'll see. We'll see. I don't hear any burning of bridges going on. I just hear people just left and made their choices. So there's no beef. And it's always business. So you never know how it could go, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. I don't think it was a bad idea for him to leave URL. I don't think he's losing anything. But he is losing something. Those rock battles and all them battles on those big stages, that 2,000 people and all that type of stuff, that's his shit. That's his shit. So you might be missing out on those. You know what I mean? You might be missing out on some Madison Gnome. Who knows where URL is going to be next year? Who knows what investors going to come around? Who knows where they're going to be by winter time? Who knows? So it's a 50-50 for me personally. Do I want to see him back over there? Yes. But am I mad to see him doing his own thing? No. I want to see him doing his own thing and making his money, feeding his family, and giving us great battles. So long as he's doing that, I'm good with that too. But I do want to see him and Rock on stage. I do want to see him and Rum on stage. I want to see him and, I don't care if it's a Hollow or Mook or whatever it is. Somebody on that type of super top tier, super god tier, eventually on that stage. I do want to see that. I do want to see. I'm not going to lie to you. I do. Even more than me seeing him and Hitman in a blue room, to be honest with you. I'll keep it a book. I would rather see Mike P on an SM stage against Hollow or something like that than to see him in a blue room against anybody. I don't care who it is. I don't give a fuck if it was Lux. I would rather see Mike P on that stage doing what he does on that stage more than anywhere else, to be honest with you, because he's that fire on stage to me, and we need that type of shit. We need that type of shit. People got to see that 2,000-3,000 people come out to see battles. People have to see that. People have to realize that it's that big and it's that fire. And artists are out here, celebrities are out here. They're in the freaking battles and they're in the, you know what I mean? They're in the venues. We need those big stages. We do. People don't realize it. Me coming from being a DJ, I'm not asking you, I'm telling you guys, you need big stage shit. That is the growth. That's what makes other people want to come and see it and want to be a part of it. But that's just my opinion. Shout out to Mike P. Hope to see you back on those big stages eventually. That's just my opinion. I don't think he made a bad move though. 2-1 either way, but an edge to Mike P, in my opinion. D.J.S, you already know what it is, man. Subscribe, like, comment, share, let me know what y'all think. All right? 1.